Hello, welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is Brian here, also known as Punisher6791 here on YouTube. Today it was brought to my attention by one of you lovely people in the comments section of my Descent 2 Remastered video, how to run Descent on modern computers video, that there is a ray traced version of the original game. So I thought I'd make a video on it to show everyone how easy it is to get up and running. So I believe with this you will need a ray tracing capable card, such as a RTX card from NVIDIA or the equivalent from NVIDIA, or not NVIDIA, AMD, for this to work. Of course, it does use ray tracing. So I will have this website listed below this address in the description box, so you can get it off of GitHub. And this is made by the fine people at Breda University Games. So yeah, this is a fork of DXX Retro, and it's a nice, cool standalone zip file of the game, which runs shareware version of the game. So all you have to do to get the full version of the game is just copy 2 files from your legit copy you may own on Steam. And if you don't, I recommend just go buy this game anyways, because they're usually dirt cheap. So basically, yes, so we're going to start this video real quick. So once you've navigated to this website, you want to scroll down just under here under installation. Click download DXX Racer zip. It'll bring you to this page. You'll want to scroll down to under assets and this top one right here, the zip file. You want to click that, download that. I'm not going to do it because I already downloaded it. But once you have it, it'll appear in your downloads folder or wherever you have your downloads set to be. It'll appear as a zip file. Make sure you have a WinRAR 7-zip to unzip it. You want to unzip it to its own folder. And once you add that folder, it'll look like this, more or less. If you haven't run it, it'll be a few less files in here. But after you run it, it'll have some added folders in here, or files. So basically at that point, you can run it from here, but again, it'll be the shareware version of the game. So if you want to get the full version of the game, just download or copy your files from your legit copy of the game. So to do that, go to your Steam, download the game if you don't have it installed. Once it's installed, you go to Manage, Browse Local Files, and bring up this folder here. You'll want to navigate to your Descent folder, open that up, and then there's 2 files in here that are the only thing you really need to get this working. So to get the full version, so you'll want to look for descent.hog, and the other one is descent.pig. Right click, highlight both of them, right click, copy, and then once you copy them, go to your downloads folder, the DX Racer, Ray Tracer folder, and then in here, you'll just want to copy and paste them in here, and then overwrite if it asks. So once that's done, you'll be pretty much set up and ready to go to play the Ray Trace version of Descent. So I've already gotten it all set up. Then you'll just run this, Descent1exe. It'll probably pop up a warning saying it's unsigned code or whatever. Just hit accept on that, or just hit more options than accept, and just run it anyways. Perfectly fine. Launch the game. Now for me, this game launched in like a window. Just hit Alt and Enter together to make it full screen. Usually what worked for me. Then you'll want to go in the options folder. And then a few things you'll have to set here, just like in my other video, is you'll have to set the controls. You'll have to enable mouse control. I highly recommend you do that. Go to Customize Keyboard. Then here you'll want to set slide left and slide right to A and D key. Makes it a lot easier to move. And then, let's see, the other thing you'll need to set is accelerate and reverse. These will be set to some other weird keys. So I set my accelerate to W and reverse to S. Once that's done, we're going to go into mouse. And then the only thing in here you'll probably want to set is pitch up and down and hit yes to invert. This will make it feel a lot more natural for looking up and down with the mouse. That's basically all you have to do with controls to get a pretty decent control scheme. I usually set mouse control type to rebirth. It seems to work, but old school for your purists out there that like to play the old way. Let's go back and let's go into screen resolution. Make sure you set that to your monitor's highest available resolution. Graphics options. There is a new option here, so it's under ray tracing options. So you'll want to go in there. Now, by default, this won't be enabled. I just have it enabled for shits and giggles, basically. I have no idea what it does, but whatever. Set your lighting quality, your motion blur, your bloom, your FOV, sharpen amount, and vignette can be turned off if you don't like that. So, not too much you can set in there, but it's kind of nice that it's something new added to the game. We'll go into new game, hotshot, escape to get into the game directly. And now we're in the game. So a few new things here to notice is that the cockpit has a 3D view. I don't believe this was in the original game, so I believe this is something they added. So for the F keys, the ones you want to know is F1 brings up the options menu. This basically lets you know what all the keys do. You can hit escape to exit that. The F2 key will bring up the options menu so you can tinker with stuff in here without actually having to abort the game. Nice. And then the F3 key changes the cockpit options. Go to a minimalist design, the classic layout, basically a Doom layout, and the 3D cockpit that actually utilizes the ray tracing lighting. And as you notice, there is ray trace lighting. Now, I believe there is one option in here that I noticed was new. I think it was under... let's see, where was it? There's a new option. I think it's miscellaneous options. So, go in here, set some other stuff. Yeah, here it is. Persistent debris. I don't believe this was in the original game, but if you turn this on, it'll basically make all the parts from enemies that you blow apart will stay floating in the environment for indefinitely, which I think is kind of cool for realism. So you might want to turn that on. Oh yeah, you can also have shield warnings. That's kind of useful. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so yeah, that's how you basically get it up and running. And then you can take this folder and place it wherever you want, your C drive basically, and then set a launch a Steam option through this like I did in my last video. So if you want to launch it through Steam, you can just add it as a non-Steam game and then relabel it accordingly. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll leave a link to this GitHub in the description box below, so you can check it out for yourself. And as always, remember to like and subscribe for more content in the future. I do plan on eventually finishing my Dreamcast mod. That's just been taking some time. I need to order the parts. So look forward to that video in the future. And as always, thanks for watching and have a good day.